Hi everybody, welcome back to Tips for You. Well, I've gotten so many requests from viewers about what my exercise routine is like, so I thought I'd share it with you. So I usually go to the gym 3 days a week, whatever three. It's going to be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. There's always like a rest day in between. And on the other days that I don't go to the gym, I walk, or I'll go running, jogging rather, or I'll do things in my house like leg work and things like that, but it's going to be at a much lower scale. Probably no more than about 45 minutes or so. If I take a walk, it's probably about that. But on the days I go to the gym, that's much longer. And I usually spend more time there because I do everything there at once. I do my cardio, I do my weights, I do my sit-ups, and I do my stretching. And what I start out with is usually just a little bit of light stretching. If I'm, been outside and it's cold, or it's, early in the morning and I'm a little stiff, then what I'll do is I'll just walk a little bit on the treadmill just to warm up a little. Then I'll do a quick, 5-minute or so stretch, just a quick one, and then I'll start my cardio. And I usually spend anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour doing cardio, depending on how I feel. If I'm really in the zone, then I'll do close to an hour. If not, sometimes it's a half hour, sometimes it's 45 minutes. So it all depends. And I break it up. I don't do it all on one machine. I'll do different machines. It kind of gives your muscles a better workout. It also doesn't get so boring. So I'll generally start with either the elliptical or with the Stairmaster. And I'll do 15 to 20 minutes on either of those. And if I started out, say, on the Stairmaster, then my next machine would be the elliptical. So the Stairmaster I like in the beginning because it's a slower way that I get my heart rate up, whereas the elliptical, because it uses your arms and your legs, your heart rate tends to jump much quicker. And so since I like to just kind of ease into it, I'll generally start with the Stairmaster. If I'm pressed for time, I'll cut all of that down. It'll be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, that kind of a thing. So I fit it in. And if I don't have time to do everything like I normally do, then I will break it up into 2 days. I'll do my cardio, say on Monday, and then I'll come back on Tuesday and I'll do my weights and my sit-ups. So I'm always trying to keep an eye on that I'm getting, the exercise in all the areas that I want to get exercise on. So then after that, I will go to the stationary bike. And we have two types at the gym that I go to. One is a recumbent bike where you're kind of lying out and your legs are in front of you when you pedal. And another kind is the upright kind. Well, I do both. And I do both because the upright bike tends to work your stomach muscles better, and the recumbent bike is great for the quads and the hip flexors, so I'll do 10 minutes on each. And then by that time, I'm ready to just, do a nice little walk on the treadmill to shake it all out and finish up. So you've got your totals there, and it's usually close to an hour by the time I'm done. You just want to get yourself above 30 minutes if you can. 30 minutes is great. So if you can do 30 minutes, if you're, well conditioned, and try to go above that, I need longer amounts of time so that I can feel the benefits of the exercise. The fitter you are, the more exercise you sort of need. Then I'll head over to the stretching area and I will stretch. And I usually use the foam roller immediately. And if my quads are sore or my hamstrings, I'll start rolling it out. Please see my video on how to use a foam roller. They're so wonderful. It's really changed the way I feel with exercise because I used to have a lot of sore muscles and things like that. And even, sometimes you get small injuries. Well, this just helped me so much. So I do it every day. And then I also do it after every exercise. So after I do the foam roller, then I can get a nice deep stretch. I spend at least 10 minutes to 15 minutes stretching. And then generally I will change my clothes because I'm soaking wet. So I go and I change my clothes. I don't shower in between. Obviously, I do that when I'm done. And I'll change my clothes into dry clothes. I don't like to get the Cybex machines and things like that all sweaty. Plus, I feel cold. So now I'm dry and clean. and I start my weightlifting circuit. So I start my circuit on the Cybex machines, and I have certain ones that I do. So I will do, the first one I usually do is either going to be the tricep extension, where you pull down, it's a rope that's kind of higher up on a pole, and you pull it down and you work your tricep. So I'll do the tricep extension, followed by, I don't use the bicep curl, the machine for the bicep curl. I use dumbbells for that. So I'll go over and grab my 12-pound dumbbells, and I will do my bicep curls. I will also do my shoulder presses with the dumbbells. Then I will go and do my chest presses on the Cybex machine. It's a machine that you push out. That is the chest press. And I do 2 sets of 15 on every machine. You can do 3 sets, up to 3 sets of 15. I do 2. It works for me. And I will increase the weight as I need to. So after the chest press, then I'm going to the machine that does the shoulder press. I do that one as well, even though I do the dumbbells too. I'll do 2 sets of those. Then I will go over and do the lat pull down, which is just a big bar, and you sit down on the cushion bench, and you just pull it down in front of your chin. You just pull it down and raise it up, and you pull it down. And I'll do 2 sets on that. We have also the leg machines there. I do several leg machines. I do the leg flexion and the leg extension. So I'm, sitting down and I'm lifting my legs up and back and up and back. And then you'll do the opposite machine for the hamstrings. Then I use the abductor and the abductor leg machine, where you sit on it, you open your legs to work your outer thighs, and then, or you push them in to work your inner thighs. So I'll always do that one as well. And there's one more arm machine that I do, the shoulder raise machine, where you put your pads on your, they go on the outside of your arm area, and you raise up, and you raise up, and you raise up. And I do that machine as well. 2 sets, 15. And that's it for my circuit. Then it's over to the stretching area, where I do my sit-ups, my leg lifts, and some varied ab work that I do. And you've seen lots of the stuff that I do in my videos. Basically, that's what I do in my workouts at the gym. Just what you see me doing in my videos. I probably spend a good 20 minutes doing ab work. And then I end it all with a really good stretch. I spend some time stretching. It's so important. I've really learned the benefits of stretching as the years have gone on, because, if you're always in a hurry and you run out of the gym and you don't stretch after you exercise, you will pay the price. And, I've had knee issues and things like that, and my back bothers me. And it's all because I didn't stretch, and you tighten up. And if you do a lot of exercise, you have to stretch. Use the foam roller, do your stretching. That's basically what I do at the gym. And so, the next day, I never do weights 2 days in a row. I never do intense cardio 2 days in a row. I will, the following day, I will go for a walk. Some days I will, if it's a beautiful day, I go running as my cardio outside. And then I'll go to the gym and do the weights and sit-ups and various things that I do. So I mix it up, and I try to keep it different. I haven't taken a class in a while. Classes are great if you need the music and you like the camaraderie, and it's a lot of fun. But for me, with my schedule, it really works for me to just, do the routine that I like. And I will eventually get to do a class one of these days again. But for now, I haven't been doing them, although they are so much fun. And I highly recommend them for you if you like to break up your routine. Like if you want to go to the gym, 5 days a week, break it up, do cardio machines, do classes, do yoga, do different things. It really keeps it fresh and fun, and it really helps you stay on an exercise program. And that's the main thing. So if you're trying to lose weight, you need to get to the gym more often. You really want to concentrate on keeping yourself interested and motivated, because once you're there, there's nothing else to do but exercise. And sure, we all have days where we don't go as strong as we normally should, or we don't really feel into it. But you did something, even if it's 20 minutes, it was worth it, so go. You don't have to do an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I don't even do that all the time. That's just my best case scenario. Sometimes, life gets in the way, and you have children, and you have schedules, and you have to get going, and you try to squeeze it in where you can. And then there are days where you have the freedom and luxury to take as long as you want, and maybe you just feel, you really want to go, go, go. So, go with your body and its rhythm, and, do what you think feels good for you. And by the time you leave there, you will feel so wonderful. Your endorphins will be flying high in your brain. You will feel good. You'll have more energy. You'll have a lot more energy if you have an exercise program than if you don't. I have endless energy on days that I exercise, much more so than on days that I don't. And there are days I don't. I mean, I'll skip days here and there. I'll give myself a day off. I just, I'll have to see what the day brings. But so to all of you that were interested in what I do for exercise, there you have it. I hope it motivates you to get out there and get moving. I've been doing it since forever, since I was a kid, since I can remember. I started with running. I always loved running. Still do, just love it. And I don't overdo it. When I go running, I will do no more than 3 miles, or say 30 minutes tops. I run in my own pace, which I highly recommend. It's hard to run with a buddy because you can't run in your own groove, in your own pace. Sometimes, you'll run with your friend and you run at their pace, or they run at your pace, or whatever. Sometimes you're just not in sync with where you need to be for yourself. So it's kind of a solo sport. It's great if you can do it with someone and then they're running exactly like you, but if it tends to be a problem for you, then running alone. You can walk with a friend, that's always great, but running sometimes is hard to coordinate with someone else with their pace. So, I try to care for my knees and my joints and everything by not overdoing it, so I'm careful about that as well. If I feel any problems, I give it a rest, which you should too, I know the old no pain, no gain thing, but, if you have pain, your body's trying to tell you something, and that means slow down, be careful, take a day off, whatever you need to do, because if you get hurt or you injure yourself, you set yourself back from exercise, and then, there goes your whole program. So you want to maintain yourself, and you want to stay fit and stay healthy. And remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So, it's consistency that matters. It's consistency that counts. That's what gets you there. That's what helps you stay fit, lose the weight, look good. It's not about, doing all you can do as fast as you possibly can. That is just a recipe for disappointment, and you can't last that way. So anyway, I hope to hear about your gym stories. Let me know what you guys do. Love to hear about it, what works for you, and you can share it with others. And we can motivate each other. And please visit me at my blog spot where I do a lot of writing. And I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, so please visit me there as well. And I thank you so much for viewing and for always your lovely comments and your messages that you send me. And I really appreciate all of you so much. So thank you again, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.